shade and a... Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're taking a look at the highly anticipated Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is a cream powder hybrid, and I don't have to look up the claims because they're all here. Her packaging it's hysterical to me. Let's take a look. Beautiful skin, sun-kissed glow bronzer. And now I'm getting this out. Smoothing, healthy looking glow cream bronzer infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin B. And the claims are it boosts hydration 136% in an hour. And I'm assuming they mean the first hour. And skin appears smoother by 42%. Always funny. Sweat proof, humidity proof. Nice. Lightly buff onto skin and blend with the beautiful skin bronzing brush for an all-over sun-kissed glow. Now, I didn't get the brush. Maybe I should have. Let's do a little swatcheroonie, and I'll do a couple of comparison swatches, but this is what it looks like. There is a mirror inside, and this is what the color looks like. And it looks neutral. I got the shade light, and I'm glad that I did. And I like that it is neutral. It kind of reminds me of the neutrality, actually, that we find in here. So let's just do side to side on that. Because this is supposed to be bronze and glow, but I think it makes a beautiful, beautiful contour. So this looks lighter. Let's do some swatches. It feels like a cream. Oh, okay. Wow. So the powder right here, the bronzer right here, and the powder looks much warmer compared to the bronzer. Let's try, it's not going to be anywhere near the same as the Gucci. This is in this second shade, otherwise known as shade 2 or 002. Looks like that, and it looks quite a bit darker to me. Yes, and a lot more pink in this one, or red really. And this is the most beautiful, finely milled powder. And there it is right there. Interesting. You know what's interesting? If this ends up being a contour shade for me rather than a bronzer, I'm okay with it, because I recently did a video where I used the Tom Ford shade and Illuminate, and just, you know, looking at the playback while I'm editing it, I'm thinking that shade is not a good shade for contour. That shade would be better for me for bronzer. So, you know, I kind of just lost something for contouring. Let's take a look. I have a couple of brushes to choose from, but I feel like I may not have an appropriate brush because I think it's something very stiff is needed. So I have this, a Sephora brush. I don't think they make anymore. It has a raised core in the middle. And then I have this, which is a Rephr 04, and I think the Rephr might be stiffer. So let's try that. I just finished a sunscreen video, actually, which I think this is posting Friday, so the sunscreen video from Supergoop will be tomorrow, and I'm going to link below. They are having a 20% off sale. I have 2 sunscreens that I'm reviewing, and I decided to do this one and then next week the next one, but let me know if you want me to do the other Supergoop immediately after. I'll do it on Sunday or Monday. So let's pick it up and see what happens. I like to load up and then wipe off. So I really work it into the brush. Boom. And then just take off my hand so there's not any excess. But you know what? I don't think it's necessary with this one. Let's get into it. And she says to buff it into the skin. I like to do my bronzer on top of my cheekbones. It's really cloudy today, you guys. So the light looks a little bit brighter, more white than normally, where I usually get a little sunlight in here. A lot of sunlight in here. That makes it a little warmer. I think this color is actually a good bronzer. Huh. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what you're going to see because of the light situation, but I'm looking in the mirror going, yeah, this actually is a good bronzing color for me. And I'm not a big bronzer person. I don't like to make my skin look like it's 3 shades darker. I just don't think that looks that fabulous, certainly on me. So for me, a bronzer's job is to make me look a little sun-kissed, not make me look like I'm 3 shades darker. There's the ghost. I think Lucy's still sleeping, so it's just the ghost. Okay, I gotta tell you something, you guys. I was a little bit worried about this because of the sunscreen that I just used and the foundation I just used. I felt like the sunscreen isn't really set up. It's still a little slippy, and I thought that this might be problematic, but it is blending like a dream. A dream! And I feel really tanned. And I'm looking here in my computer thinking, you're probably not going to see the same thing I'm seeing just because of the light situation. But this is doing it for me. Yay! I'm definitely going to be doing a video on bronzers and sharing what I have and how I use them and what I think of them. But I had been saying to you that I really needed to move on from the Tarte because you must be sick to death of me using this. And the other one that I really like is from NARS, but it was a limited edition. So let's do Swatch Rooney for that. So this is the Tarte. It looks very similar. I'm going to clean my hand. We're going to start all over again with some swatches. I'm back. All right, I have put together a nice little collection of bronzers that I have. First, let's look at this NARS. This came out last year. It was a limited edition. I think it was last year. And I really liked it. But limited editions, you know, this is much more creamy. So it's not a cream to powder kind of formula. And there she is. Very heavy swatch. Shade and Illuminate in shade 0.5. And this one doesn't feel quite as loose, for lack of a better word, as the NARS. Looks like yay. And like yay. And I think for me, this is going to be a better bronzer than contour. The Tarte Seychelles feels actually kind of in between the NARS, and actually it feels a little more stiff than both of them, just a little bit. And that is Seychelles. And I think it has a little bit of a red tone going on, which I prefer for bronzer. Some powders. Now this is the Guerlain I got recently, and the only way to really swatch it is just to go all over. And this is quite a bit lighter. There it is right there. What it looks like on the skin. This is a hard one to swatch, a difficult one to swatch. The Gucci. And here's the Gucci right here. The color of the Gucci is very similar to this color right here. Maybe that's why I like it. The Victoria Beckham, I usually do the lighter shade. It just gives me a kiss, so I'm going to do the lighter shade. It is a powder, and it's like, whoa, that's way too light. Somehow it works, you guys. It's right here. Probably can barely see it. It just gives me a little bit of something, and I'm going to go over it with the darker one now. Right there. So another nice subtle one for me. And now we're going to do the Charlotte Tilbury, and you'll get a sense of what's going on. Yeah, this formula is so different. It doesn't feel like a cream to powder, but it doesn't have a wetness to it like the other creams that I'm swatching. And while it does look, here it is right here, it doesn't have the redness that my favorites do. I feel like it's not a contour shade. That was what I was kind of afraid would happen. So here we go. Here are the swatches. I'm just going to do a slow turn so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. And I feel bronzed. I feel bronzed in the most lovely, authentic, real way. When I'm looking in this mirror, It's like, yeah, this is a familiar look for me. Maybe, should I put on some more makeup? What do you think? I've already done a little bit of blush. I have used the Say in Chili, and we could do some other blush. This is from Item Beauty, and it's in the shade Admit It, and I'm going to pick it up with a brush. It has something about it. It's a little mauvey, but for some reason I feel like it actually kind of works for the sun-kissed look. I don't know why. Isn't it odd? Oh yeah, it works for my skin tone anyway to help me look like, hi, been in the sun a little bit, not wearing your sunscreen, you bad, bad little girl. I love this kind of look, you guys. This is like my childhood. Let's do a little around the nose. Yeah, this is kind of it. And a little thing on the lip, a little something something. I'm going to go in with this Hourglass Phantom Balm, which I'm kind of obsessed with. It's so unlike me. And I'm going to go on with the Charlotte Tilbury, I think this is the Push-Up Lashes in Dream On, which I like the idea of using this color with this look. So the look I'm trying to create is truly that I've been in the sun. Maybe I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, but I wore SPF 100, so this is the kind of color I would have gotten if I was in the sun for a long time. So I am in shade 1, and I think it's just lovely. I think it totally works for me. I tell you what, I'm going to, because the weather is a little weird, it's completely cloudy today, I'm going to go look in another mirror and come back and let you know if what I'm seeing in here is what I'm really seeing. I do not know what the alchemy is, but I feel like I look like I have that light sunburn look, which is what I used to look like when I, you know, spent time in the sun. 100%. This shade just works for me for that kind of look. I'm really pleased as punch. I really am. So there you have it, you guys. And here again are the swatches. And yeah, pleasantly surprised. Here it is right here. And these are the tones. This is the Gucci, and this is the, I believe this is the Tarte, what I usually kind of go for. And I thought this would be a shade for giving me a little contour. Let's see. Let's see. I think it's contour worthy. Look at that. So not only is it contour worthy, but I feel that if you have darker skin than me, your application could be a little stronger, like how I'm doing it right here, and you're going to get a great little bronze. But sheared out the way I did it, because I just packed this on and put it on. I didn't work it into the brush. I didn't take off the excess. So it's kind of a versatile little product there. I'm pleased as punch. I really am. You guys, check the link down below. This is now available, I believe, for everybody. And I think it'll last me a very long time. And it's very easy to work with. And it's giving me the kind of color that I want. And it offers some versatility as well. And I just feel like I look like I've been kissed by the sun in the best possible way. And that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.